the passive voice,
Ma'am, we
right?
only discussed point 1. We only discussed point 1. We only discussed point 1, I guess.
We haven't discussed point 2 and 3, children.
No, ma'am.
With the help of a picture and arrows.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So I'm going to give you the picture in support, and we are going to learn how we can change one sentence from active voice to the passive voice. Ready? Okay, point 1 is already discussed. Point 1 said that we can interchange the position. Subject of the active voice goes into the place of object, and object becomes the subject. This is what we discussed, right? Have you written the note of that?
Yes.
Okay, so now you write point 2. I request everybody to write point 2. Point 2. Okay. Write one sentence. Which was the sentence I have given on that day?
Padma sings a song.
Okay, the same sentence I am going to write. Padma sings a song. Okay, I have a sentence here. Padma sings a song. Okay, I have one subject here, Padma, and I have an object here, a song, and I have got a finite verb. Okay, and point 1, I have told you we must interchange the position of subject with object and object with subject, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it, children? So yes. I should begin the sentence. It has a finite verb, so the sentence is an active voice. And now we are going to discuss passive voice sentence. According to the point number 1, subject of the active voice goes in the place of object of the passive voice, and object becomes the subject of the passive voice. In that case, I should begin my sentence with which word?
A song.
Very good. I should begin my sentence with a song. Okay. And I have got, and also I should end my sentence with
Padma.
Padma. You got this point. Very good. Padma. So this is one sentence. Okay. This is point number 1. This is what we had written in the last class, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we need to change the finite verb into the form of be plus past participle form. Listen, we need to change the verb into the finite verb. The finite verbs are the verbs which shows the tense form. By looking at the verb, we'll be able to identify the tense, whether the sentence is in simple present, past continuous, future perfect and all. It is easy for us to identify by looking at the finite verb, isn't it? And now, as you all know, the sentence is in simple present tense because the verb is in simple present form, right? So point number 2, you write like this. Point number 2, verb is changed into the form of be plus past participle form. Verb is the verb of the active voice. The verb of the active voice is changed into the verb of the active voice is changed into the form of be plus past participle form. The verb of, please note down, the verb of the active voice is changed into the form of be plus past participle form of the verb. Okay, the sentence is in simple present tense. So which be form is suitable? We have present tense forms called am, is, are. Yes. We have past tense form called was or were. We have past participle form called been and present participle form called being. These are the be forms. Okay, so which one is suitable?
Is.
Why is? Why I can't use are?
It's
one.
singular.
A
Only
song
one is
is
there.
singular subject. Okay, so I should use the be form is, not I should use the be form is. And what is the past participle form of the verb sing?
Sung.
Sang.
Sang is the past form. Okay, be plus past participle form. Put dot. Completed?
Yes.
Is it completed?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So take the next leave space for the point number 3. Write point 3. I hope this is completed. So I'm moving to point 3. Point 3. Okay. Point 3. Same sentence. See children, same sentence. Padma sings a song. Okay. Padma sings a song. Subject, object. And this one is a finite verb. And this sentence is in simple present tense. Okay. The sentence is in simple present tense. Isn't it? Point number 1. Change the position of subject and object. The subject, object. So I should begin as it has a finite verb. The sentence is in the form of active voice. So how to change my sentence into passive?
A song is
Begin.
sung.
I should begin my sentence with a song. Okay, a song. As you said, it is present tense. So the be form is must be used. Is plus past participle form, sung. Okay. So according to point number 3, note down the preposition by, point number 3, the preposition by should be used before the object of the passive voice. Object of the passive voice. So now you look at the sentence. A song is sung. What comes next? I should use the preposition by before the object of the passive voice. So before Padma, I should add a preposition by. Note down preposition. These are the 3 points to remember. Point number 1, we must interchange the position of subject with object and object with subject. Okay. Now here a song becomes the subject and Padma becomes the object. Point number 2, verb. The finite verb must be changed into the form of be plus past participle form of the verb. Clear? Be plus past participle form of the verb. And point number 3, we must use preposition by. This is important. We must use the preposition by before the object of the passive voice. And Padma is the object. So before the object Padma, I should use a preposition by. Now read the sentence. A song is sung by Padma. Am I clear? I got a passive voice. Padma sings a song. My answer is a song is sung by Padma. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I clear? But I have a doubt whether you, already, is it clear or not? So I'm going to give you one more sentence here on the board. Okay. Look at the sentence. The sentence is Fida. I'll ask one by one. Okay, don't give me an answer. Fida drinks water. One sentence. Okay, Fida drinks water. This is your sentence. First question to Suraja. Suraja.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me subject of the sentence.
Fida.
Okay, Fida is the subject. Suraja, object of the sentence?
Water.
Excellent. Suraja, tell me the verb of the sentence.
Drinks.
Is it a finite verb?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me the tense form then.
Present symbol.
Okay, simple present. Excellent. Simple present tense. Okay, thank you, Suraja. Shreya Menon, what is point number 1? So is it in active voice or passive voice, Suraja? The question.
Active.
Very good. The question is in active voice. Okay. So now we need to change the active voice into passive voice. Okay. Now I am moving to Shreya S. Menon. Shreya, please tell me. Please tell me what to do first.
And we have to interchange the subject.
We should interchange the position of subject with object and object with subject. Yes, I agree. So tell me how to begin my passive voice sentence.
Water
Excellent. Water.
is
Okay, now interchange the position of subject with object and object with subject. Okay, I'm not writing the object now. Okay, first step to interchange the position of subject with object and object with subject. So, object of the active voice becomes the subject of the passive voice. So, now water becomes the subject of the passive voice. Okay, now you tell me, Shreya, we have a
Ma'am.
finite verb, drinks. The verb must be changed into the form of be plus past participle form. Isn't it?
yes, ma'am.
As the sentence is given in simple present tense, which be form can be used here?
Is
Is. So I should write be form is. Then tell me the past participle form of the verb drinks.
drunk.
Drunk. Very good. So I have got the be form plus the past participle form of the verb. And what is point number 3? What is point number 3? Okay, I'm just moving to the another person. Shahaban, tell me point number 3. What is point number 3? Ahmad Afridi, what is point number 3?
Ma'am, preposition.
Very good. Which preposition?
By.
Very good. We must use the preposition by before the object. Afridi, tell me the object of this passive voice.
Fida.
Because Fida was the subject of the active voice, right? So we got Fida, the object of the passive voice. So subject, object, preposition, be plus past participle form, right? So the sentence is now, Fida drinks water and its passive form is water is drunk by Fida. Okay, one more sentence. One more sentence, all of you. I have a sentence for you. The sentence is, I drew a picture. I drew a picture. Okay. Now I'm just looking for a person. Bahaja. My dear, tell me the subject of the sentence. I. Very good. It's gone up. Let me bring it down. Okay, fine. I have got the subject I. Okay, fine. I is the subject. Tell me the object of the sentence.
A picture.
Bahaja?
A picture.
A picture. Absolutely right. Tell me the verb of the sentence. Bahaja? Drew. Very good. Where this one is a finite verb which shows a tense form. It is drew. Tell me the tense form, Bahaja. What past? Simple past. The sentence is in simple past. Okay. Drew is the past form of the verb. The sentence is in simple past tense. So the sentence is in active voice. Okay. As it has a finite verb, the sentence is an example for an active voice sentence. Now we need to change the sentence into passive voice. Okay. So I want support from Ashwin. Ashwin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is point number 1, Ashwin?
Ma'am, changing.
Change subject's position with object and object's position with subject. Okay.
Subject.
So I should begin my sentence with passive voice sentence should be with
Picture.
a picture. Okay.
A picture.
A picture. I got a sentence, a picture. Okay. I got the subject of the passive voice. Now I am moving to the another person. Rinon.
Yes, ma'am.
It is true. The finite verb is true and it is in simple past tense. So which be form I can use it here? What are the be forms in English grammar, Rinon?
Am, is, are, was, were.
Been and being. Okay? Been and being. And as this one is a simple past tense, which be form is suitable?
Was.
Excellent. As a picture is a singular one, I can use was. If pictures, then I should use were. As it is plural. Now it is singular, so was. I got the be form. And what is the past participle form of the verb drew? Renon? Draw? Drew?
Drawn.
Drawn. Very good. So I got the past participle form here. Past participle form of the verb drawn. Okay, a picture was drawn. Hashir. What is point number 3? Hashir? Video is stuck. Effins? What is point number 3?
Yes, ma'am.
What is point number 3?
Preposition.
Which preposition? You have to mention the preposition. Which preposition I should use here?
By.
Very good. I should use the preposition by before the object. So, Gopika C. Kumar, tell me the object of the passive voice. I is the subject, isn't it? Here, I is the subject and it is a subject pronoun. How can I change this I, the subject pronoun, into objective case, object pronoun? Me. So, a picture was drawn by me. Okay, I becomes me. Remember this. This is object pronoun. Okay? Getting it? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Is that clear for you guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. One more question. That I am starting with Gopika Shankar. Gopika, my next question. The tiger chases the deer. Okay? Gopika Shankar, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Tell me the subject of the sentence.
I'm the tiger.
Excellent. Tiger is the subject. Object?
The deer.
The deer is the object of the sentence. And verb?
Chases.
Chases is the finite verb. Tell me the tense form.
I'm simple present.
Excellent. Simple present. Nakul? Nakul?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Nakul, you tell me the sentence is in active voice or passive voice?
Active voice.
It's an active voice. Wonderful. Okay. Now we are going to change this active voice sentence into passive voice sentence. Okay. So what is first step? What is first?
The deer.
Interchange the position of subject with object, isn't it? So I should begin my sentence, the deer. And verb must be in the form of be plus past participle form. So how to change?
The deer. Is chasen. Is chased.
Is chased. As it is simple present tense, I can use only be form is. The deer is and past participle form of the verb chase.
Chased.
Chased. Okay, is chased. And what is next? I'm moving to another person. I'm going to Noor Al Haya. Noor Al Haya. Are you there, Noor? Noor? Not present. Gauri Priya? Gauri Priya? Can you hear me, Gauri Priya? Wasim? I request everyone to turn on your video first. Anna Bino, Akash, Noor Al Haya, Wasim ER. Shreya S. Menon. I request everyone to turn on your video. Akash, are you there? Why your video is off? Huh? Noor Al Haya. Noor has left. Okay, Anna. Wasim, turn on your video. Okay, so I am again moving to, Janal Joseph. Janal?
Yes, ma'am.
Janal, you tell me the answer now. So, Nakul said, the deer is chased. Complete the sentence.
The deer is chased
And what comes next? What is point number 3?
by the tiger.
Very good. Preposition by must be used before the object of the passive voice, isn't it? So,
Yes,
by the tiger. How many of you got this answer?
Ma'am.
All. Okay, very good.
I
Very
got-
good. Excellent. Very good. So this is the 3 points that you should remember when you change one sentence into active to passive voice. Active voice sentence is always with a finite verb. Passive voice, once you change it into passive voice, change the finite verb into the form of be and the form of past participle according to the tenses. So you should be thorough with the tenses. If you're not thorough, if you're unable to identify the tenses, you won't be getting the right answer. And also, if the subject is singular, use a singular verb. If the subject is plural, use a plural verb. Okay? Okay, otherwise you will have a difficulty when you frame questions, interrogative sentences into passive. When you change an interrogative sentence into passive, there you will find difficulty to use has and have. Okay, so please, my dear children, you should be thorough with the tenses and with the subject singular and plural condition. Okay, and I am moving to, or I am going to discuss 3 boxes now. So we have completed the 3 points now, how to change one sentence into a passive form by looking at the 3 points that you should remember, right? Now we are going to learn 3 boxes of tenses. Okay, all the 4 forms we are going to change into passive form of present tense, past tense, all the 4 forms that we are going to change into passive form, and also future tense into passive form. Before that, let me ask you a question. Is it possible for us to change all the 12 tense forms into passive?
No, ma'am.
So tell me the forms which cannot be changed.
Ma'am, future continuous.
Only future continuous.
Ma'am, perfect. Future perfect continuous.
Only future tenses.
Ma'am, past perfect continuous.
Excellent, Afridi. Okay, next.
Present perfect continuous.
Very good, Shreya. So we cannot change present perfect continuous. We cannot change past perfect continuous, future continuous, and future perfect continuous into passive. Clear? So with the help of a box, I'm going to draw and I'm going to teach you how to change all the 4 forms of present tense into passive. Not all, but 3 forms. Okay? Let us see. Let's see. All of you take a new fresh paper, keep your paper in a horizontal way and draw this box. Everyone. I request everybody to draw this box, divide it into 2. Again, here, present tense. Now we are going to study how to change all the present tense forms into passive. Okay? One more box. 1, 2. Yes? Yes? No. Okay. So the sentence here you write. I'm sorry, it's going up and down all the time. Gone. We cannot navigate this. Navigates.
Hello.
No, it's gone like that. 1 minute, children. Wait. So we can't navigate this. This is the page. I am not sure. I cannot see anywhere. Yes, it's gone. So children, let me draw once again. Sorry for the inconvenience caused in between. So I'm going to draw the box again. Can you hear me, children?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody, I request everybody to mute. So here you write active, present, present tense. Okay, and divide it into 4 again. Okay, and this is present tense. Here you write passive. Okay, and on top it is simple because simple present. Okay, simple, continuous, continuous, perfect, present perfect, and perfect continuous. Okay. Clear? So I have a simple form, present simple, simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. Okay. Now I am going to use the name Anna here. Okay. I'm going to use a name noun Anna here. So look at the sentence. I'm going to write one sentence. Only one sentence, that also in simple present tense. As such a simple present, I'm going to write simple present tense form. Okay, so Anna writes a poem. This is my simple present tense. Okay, Anna writes a poem, and this sentence is an example for simple present tense. Tell me the finite verb here.
Writes.
Writes. Excellent. Underline the finite verb writes. And I request you to change the same sentence into all other forms. How to change it into present continuous form?
Anna is writing a poem.
Anna
Is writing a poem.
Very good. Anna is writing a poem. So finite verb
Is writing.
is writing. So it is an active voice. Okay. And what is the perfect form?
Anna has written a poem.
Very good. Anna has written a poem. Look at the sentence. Anna has written a poem. Here also the finite verb
Has written.
has written. Perfect continuous.
Anna has been writing.
Anna has been writing a poem.
Very good. Anna has been writing a poem. Finite verb?
Has been writing.
Excellent. So you know the finite verb, and now it is easy for you people to identify the tense form because I have listed like that: simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous of the same sentence. And we are going to change all these 4 forms into its passive form. Okay, let us start from the first sentence. Remember the 3 points that you have learned today. Okay, what is the subject of the sentence, children?
Anna.
Anna. Object of the sentence?
A poem.
Verb of the sentence?
Right.
Writes.
Right. So I should begin my passive voice with the object of the sentence. What is the object here?
A poem.
So I should begin my passive voice with a poem. Okay. And now look at the verb writes. Writes shows that the sentence is given in simple present tense, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
A poem is singular. So which be form that I can use it here?
Is written.
Very good. Is be form, and the past participle form of the verb write is
Written.
written. A poem is written. Okay. A poem is written. Then what is point number 3?
By an
By. Preposition by. A poem is written by Anna. Got it? So this is the passive form. Look at here. The second columns are the passive forms of the sentences written on top. Okay, so we are writing the passive forms of the simple present tense, and that is a poem is written by Anna. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now look at the second sentence. It is continuous. Okay, the sentence is actually in continuous tense form. Okay, so we need to show the continuity of the action. So here also it is passive form. Anna is the subject of the active voice. A poem is the object of the active voice, and is writing is the finite verb. So here passive voice should be beginning with the object of the active voice. So I can begin with
A poem.
a poem. Here also you please use the word a poem. Okay, this is present tense. This is present tense. So I should use which be form?
Is.
And this is continuous. So I should use the present participle form of the verb be. So which word is the present participle form of the verb be? Being. So look at here, children. Here is the only clarification needed. Is plus being. Okay, being must be used with the continuous. All the continuous forms. All the continuous forms, past continuous and present continuous, you please use. If it is continuous, being must be used within the sentence. Okay, a poem is being past participle form of the verb, right?
Written by Anna.
Ah, very good. Written by Anna. You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Underline is being written. Is being written. Now we have present perfect tense. Anna has written a poem. So my passive voice should begin with the object of the active voice. So I should begin again a poem. I should begin with the object of the active voice. That is a poem. It is perfect tense.
Has been.
It is perfect tense.
Has been written.
Has been written. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So a poem has, it is perfect. Past participle form of be is been. A poem has been, and past participle form of the verb is written. Okay, a poem has been written
By Anna.
by Anna. Got it? Okay, so underline has been written. Okay, has been written by Anna. Now you have got the fourth sentence under the present tense. Anna has been writing a poem. Tell me the passive form of the sentence.
Ma'am, it is time.
Uh, a poem.
Someone is trying. Someone is trying for an answer. Yes, try. No problem. Try.
A poem has been written. No.
So here a poem has been written. Here we have has been written.
Has been written.
Has?
Being written.
No.
Cannot find. Ma'am, we cannot find.
Who can give me the answer?
Ma'am, the
Yes.
poem have been written.
No, poem is singular. So I can use only has.
A poem has been writing. A poem has been writing. by
Try
Anna.
until you succeed. No problem. Tell me the passive form of that particular sentence. Nakul?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Tell me the passive form of the sentence.
A poem.
The person who is giving me an answer for this question will be rewarded with 100 points. Behavioral chart. 100 points to your behavioral chart. This is a great offer for you. Offer. So I should get that 100 points, my dear children. I was wrong.
Poem has been.
No, Afridi, shame. We have 12 tense form. Out of this 12 tense form, only 8 forms can be changed. We cannot change present perfect continuous into a passive form, isn't it? You only said a few minutes before, Afridi. So what is your answer? What should be your answer?
We cannot into passive.
Again, someone is trying. Okay, no problem. Try.
Ma'am, a poem had
Ma'am, it cannot be
Change
It cannot be changed. Children, listen.
same.
We cannot change present perfect. There is no passive form for this. Oh my God, you're all going to become a great grammarians in India. Okay, I wonder because you are trying a lot. I'm happy. As your grammar teacher, later on I can see books published by you, that Suraja, that Akash, that Takul, that Gopika Shankar. You, after becoming a great grammarians, and you will be publishing books, and still I'll be referring it and I'll be teaching my own kids. So I'm glad. Okay, so children, remember there is no passive form. Okay, if you see a sentence in present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future continuous, and future perfect continuous, no passive. Clear? So what will you write there? What will you write there? Write
No passive. No passive.
Okay, so I have a challenge for you. Please make the same sentence. Please do change the same sentence into which form?
Past and future.
Past tense. Like draw a box like this, heading past tense, and all the forms like be the same, and we'll be discussing the past tense in the next class. And you try to do by yourself. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, wonderful
You're very
class.
good children. Okay, you're coming with me, so I am very happy. To
Ma'am,
get
very
you.
wonderful class.
Thank you. But I want scores also. Appreciation in the form of marks. A teacher is smart, and teacher is happy only after seeing the scores of the children. You're
Okay,
coming,
ma'am.
you're sitting in my class. If you're not getting marks, no use, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I want to prove my children that you're great and all. Okay, and also through you people, I actually want to prove myself. So I want your support. I want your support in the form of marks. Okay, score maximum. I'm not demanding full marks, but you try to get maximum for English grammar, so that you have to work hard. If you love a teacher, you should work hard to get good marks. Okay, not by cheating her, with hard work. Okay, I recommend hard work. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.